Hey everybody, let's proceed with the preparation for the exam. In this video, we are gonna discuss question based on MySQL. Alright, here is the sample question paper issued by CBSE for the current session. We already know that total 20 marks are allotted for SQL. Let's proceed and check out the questions on it. We got the question. It is question number 9th. Let's read it. If a table has one primary key and two alternate keys, how many candidate keys will this table have? The correct answer is 3. How? There are total 3 keys. Out of that, one became the primary key and the remaining one will be the alternate keys. And all 3 keys are the candidate keys. That's why there are total 3 candidate keys. Let's move ahead and check out some more questions. Here is question number 13. Which SQL command can change the degree of an existing relation? Relation is nothing but table. Please make a note of it. Degree is nothing but number of columns and cardinality is nothing but number of rows. In the previous video, I think this explanation was wrong. So I apologize for that. How we can relate to something so that we will not get confused. Just dream that you have rows of Tesla cars. Anyhow, Elon Musk is trending. He is weird. So our dream is also weird. Here we are changing the column. It means we are trying to change the structure of the table. To change the structure of the table, we have DDL commands. To keep DDL commands in mind, we have created one mnemonics, that is CAD. Create, alter and drop. So out of that, alter command we are going to use. We already studied that alter command can be used with different clause. We can add the column, we can drop the column, we can modify the column. So ultimately the answer is nothing but alter table command. Hope you understood this explanation. Here is the next question which is based on MySQL. We need to find out the output of the query. Read the query carefully. Select star from products means we are displaying all the records from the product table. Here is the condition with the where clause. Where product name like app%. We are using like operator with some characters. We can use 2 characters for pattern matching. It will match more than 1 character. Whereas the second one is underscore which will match only single character. When we will read the option carefully, we will come to know that we are printing the details of all the products because we are using star whose name is starting with app. The remaining character can be anything. So A is the correct choice. Now we are proceeding to the next question which is also based on MySQL. So let's read it. In which data type the value stored is padded with space to fit the specified length? This is related to string data type. We have 2 string data type for that, varchar and char. Out of these 2, varchar is a variable length data type. It occupies the number of bytes based on the length of the string. But char is a fixed length data type. It means though the length of the string is less, it will occupy all the bytes. Then what about these remaining bytes or remaining characters? It will get filled with space. That's why the correct choice is nothing but char. There is one more question based on MySQL. It is question number 16. Which aggregate function is used to find the cardinality of the table? Cardinality is nothing but number of rows. Look at this aggregate function. Sum will calculate sum, average will calculate average, max will calculate the maximum of the attribute. Then only the count function is left. It means the correct option is count. Count ultimately counts the number of rows. It means with the help of count, we will be getting cardinality of the table. Now let's proceed whether we have some more 1 mark questions based on MySQL or not. Here it is in the form of assertion and reasoning. So let's read the assertion first. A select statement in MySQL can have both where and having clause. This statement is absolutely true. First, where clause is used to apply condition on the table. But with the having clause, we apply condition for group by clause. Where and having clause are used to check conditions, therefore these can be used interchangeably. No, this statement is false. These cannot be used interchangeably. The usage of where and having is different. It means if we look at the options, the option C is correct. A is true but R is false. Here is question number 27. It is based on constraints. We studied total 5 constraints in the previous video. Unique constraint, primary key constraint, then default constraint. The fourth one is check constraint and the fifth one is foreign key constraint. There is one more constraint I need to add, that is called as not null constraint. We have already used this in one of the query. When we apply not null constraint in any column, it will allow duplicates but it will not allow null values. Hope you got an idea. Now let's read the question. We need to tell the name of the constraint which will not allow the duplicate values but it will allow null. So tell me which constraint is applicable out of these 6. Ultimately, it is unique constraint which will not allow duplicates but it will allow null values. From name itself, it is clear. Unique means it will not allow duplicate values. So the answer for this is unique constraint. Now let's read the OR part for the same question. Here also we need to tell the name of the constraint. But what's the speciality of that constraint? Let's read. Where null is not allowed but duplicates are allowed. Just now we discussed this not null constraint. The description is matching. It allows duplicate and doesn't allow null values. So the answer for this question is not null constraint. Moving further, for the 27th question, we have second part. In this, we need to write the SQL command. Alright, let's read this also. We have a table name mobile. We need to remove the primary key constraint. The name of the primary key constraint is MID. Here we are trying to change the structure of the table. It means we will be using DDL command. Out of this DDL command, which one we will use? Obviously, that is nothing but alter table. So let's try to write it. First we will write alter table followed by the name of the table, that is mobile. Write the name of the table as it is. We know different clause we can use with the alter table. Add, modify, drop. Here we are removing, so we will use the drop clause. We need to drop the primary key. So directly we can write like this. Primary key, because there will be only one primary key. So this is how the query will look like. Now it's time to check the OR part. Write SQL command to make column MID as the primary key of already existing table name mobile. Here we use the drop clause. Now we will be using the add clause of the alter table command. So let me write the B query here itself. First we will be writing alter table. The name of the table is same, that is mobile. Then we will be using the clause add. We have to make the primary key. So the name we will be writing primary key followed by the name of the column. It is nothing but mobile ID. We are done with the query. Alright then, let's proceed and check out for some more questions. Finally, we got these 4 mark questions. This is question number 32. We have one table. Name of the table is orders. Here only 3 records are provided. According to the note, there can be more records also. That is fine. Now let's read the question. We need to write the queries. Here is the first one. We need to display the total quantity for each product. But for displaying it, we have condition. We have to exclude the product whose total quantity is less than 5. Let me explain here. We have to print the total quantity of each product. It means we are doing grouping based on the product. It means we are displaying the product and its total quantity. Let's try to understand with one product. Let's take product laptop. In one record we have quantity 1 and in the second record we have quantity 7. It means total quantity is 8. Only this record will get displayed. You know why? Because the total quantity is more than 5. If it is less than 5, the records will not get displayed. Look at the other records total count. The smartphone is 2, headphone is 1. It means we should get this output. Now let's understand how to write the query. For displaying data, we will be using select command. We understood that we need to print the product. Along with that, we need to print the total quantity. How we will calculate total quantity? By adding them up. For that, we have sum function, sum of quantity. We got both the columns. If you want to rename this column as total quantity, use as clause and write the name. The query will be followed with the from clause. from name of the table, that is nothing but orders. We are doing grouping here based on the product. So we will be writing group by clause, group by product. But while grouping we have condition that we will be writing with the having clause. What's the condition? The sum of quantity should be greater than or equal to 5. Hope you understood this query. Let me execute this query directly in the MySQL software. Look at the output. We got the expected output based on our data. To make it clear only, we have added some more records to the table. Based on your records, you may get some different output. Let's try to write the second query to display order table sorted by total price in descending order. For ordering, we know we have order by clause, and if you want to display the records in the descending order, we will be using DESC clause. For price, I am going to use this column. So let's write the query. Select star from orders. Here is the order by clause. Order by price we have to display in the descending order. So we will be using DESC clause. This query was simple. After the execution of query, look at the output. The records are displayed based on the descending order of price. It's time to check out the third query to display distinct customer name from the order table. This is also very easy. We need to display the customer name, and for distinct table we will be using distinct clause in front of the column CNAME. Here is the query. Select distinct CNAME from orders. Let's execute this. All the customer names are getting displayed because we don't have any duplicate data. If we will have it, we will not get it because we are using distinct clause. So the query will be select distinct CNAME from orders. We need to write one more query. Display the sum of price for all the orders for which the quantity is null. Alright, let's try to write the query. We need to just display the sum of price. So let's apply the sum function on the price column, and that we need to display. So select. But while displaying we have some condition. Quantity should be null. So let's continue. From the table name is orders. Now let's write the where condition. In the previous video, we understood how to handle null. There are two clauses. One is null, and there is the reverse of it, that is not null. Here we will be using is null. That we need to check. So is null we will be applying on the quantity column where quantity is null. So this is how the query will look like. Let me show you the output of this query too. Look at the output. We displayed the price, that is nothing but 5000, where quantity is null. Using as clause we can rename the column. We know it. In this way we have written 4 queries. Now there is a or part of the same question in which the query is given and we need to find out the output. The same table we need to consider. So let's check out the first query. Select CNAME and sum of quantity as total quantity. We are renaming this column from table name group by CNAME. Let's try to work out here. We are doing grouping with the group by clause based on CNAME. And generally we will print that column based on which we are doing grouping. So what will get printed? CNAME. Along with that, what we are printing? The sum of quantity. So these two columns we will be getting. Now let's look at the record. We don't have repeated records based on CNAME. It means only one customer got one quantity. That's why the sum will be the same. If we would have the entries with the same name more than one, then the sum will get calculated. So all the names will get displayed and the sum of quantity will be as it is. Wait. Make a note of it. We are renaming this sum of quantity as total quantity. That's why this will get displayed here. Anyhow, we have table here. Let's check out the output. It means we were absolutely correct. We got the expected output. Let's read the second query. Select star from orders. It means all the columns we need to display. What's the condition? Where product like phone. For pattern matching, we are using percent symbol. It means in the starting, any number of characters will be there, and in the end also any number of characters can be there. Hope you got the output. Here is the table. You can easily guess the output of this query. Look at the record. We have two entries which contains phone in its product name. It means two records will get displayed. One thing I wanted to tell you that these two records I have inserted into the table to get the clarity of the A part of the question. But here we need to write the output based on the records which are mentioned in the question. So you will not write these two records. I will delete those two records and then we will discuss the output. Alright, then for the first query you will be writing these three records. Now it's time to check the output for the second query. Here is the expected output. We will be getting two records with smartphone and headphone because it contains this word phone. So it's time to discuss the output for the third query. We are displaying OID, CNAME, product, quantity and price. It means what actually we are displaying all the columns from orders. Alright, let's proceed and check the condition. Price between 1500 and 12,000. Directly we will be executing this query in MySQL and let's check out the output. We are getting the records from the order table whose price is in this range. Both the values are included. That's why look at this record. 1500 also we got and 12,000 also we got. We are printing OID, CNAME, product, quantity and price. So accordingly here is the table. It's time to discuss the last query. Select max price from orders. This is also so simple. We are just printing one column. The name of the column will be max price and we will get the maximum price of the product. Look at the record. We will be getting 12,000. We understood, but let's execute. We will also get practice of the queries. There was no doubt we got the expected column. Let's move further and check for more questions. Here it is question number 34. There are two tables. One is faculty and the another one is courses. If there are two tables, means we need to work on the joins because we will be extracting data from both the tables. Carefully look at the columns of the table. You will surely have one common column. Here FID is the common column. We need to write the query. So let's read the instruction. To display complete details from both the tables of those faculties whose salary is less than 12,000. Look at the salary of the faculty. This is the sad reality. No worries. Let's work out here. We need the details from both the tables. So here we will be using one of the join. Hope you remember all the types of joins we have discussed already in the previous video. We actually need the matching records. For matching records we have three options. The first one is inner join, the second one is equi-join and there is one more option that is natural join. So whichever you feel easy you can go ahead with it. Alright, let's apply natural join on both the tables. We need to display the complete detail. So we will be writing select star. After that from. First we will write the name of the first table, that is nothing but faculty. Now let's apply natural join. We are joining this faculty table with the courses table. So here is the name of the table. Now it's time to apply the condition. For that we will be writing where clause where salary is less than 12,000. The salary column is in only one table. That's why no need to mention the name of the table. Hope you understood this explanation. If you want to go ahead with other types of join, you can write that query too. Let's move ahead and check the second question. To display details of courses whose fees is in the range of 20,000 to 50,000, both values included. Here we need the details of courses and the details of courses are in the courses table. It means we need to work on the single table. To create range in which both the values should get included, then we can use the between operator. As there is no place to write the query, let's do it here. We need to display all the details. So we will write select star from. The name of the table is courses. Now it's time to write the condition with the where clause. Where fees, we are going to use between operator. Between, the range is given as 20,000 To create range, we use AND operator also. 20,000 and 50,000. With this, both the limits will get included. Hope you understood this query too. Alright, let's check out the next one. To increase fees of all the courses by 500 which have computer in their course name. Look at the courses table. We need to increase the fees by 500. But the condition is it should have the computer in their course name. It means 2 records will get updated. For updating, we have update query. Now we are not writing select, we are writing update query. Update, the table name is courses. We have to update fees. So we will be writing that with the set clause. Set fees equals to fees plus 500. With that we increase the fees by 500. Now what's the criteria? The course name should have computer in it. It can be anywhere. It means we need to do pattern matching. For that we will be using like operator. So let's do it with the where clause, where CNAME like we will use % operator. It means it can be anything in the beginning, but the condition is computer should be there, or anything can be in the end. So this is how the query will look like. Moving ahead to the fourth question, there are 2 parts A and B. Let's read the first one. To display names F name and L name of faculty taking system design. In this query, we need to consider both the tables because F name and L name we will be getting from the faculty table, whereas course name we will be getting from the courses table. So let's work out on this query. Again, we need the matching records. For that, you can use any type of join. You can use natural join or you can use equi-join. I am going ahead with natural join. So let's write the query. We need to display L name as well as F name. So select F name, comma, L name. First we will mention the name of the first table, that is from faculty. I am doing the natural join, so I am writing natural join, the name of the second table, that is nothing but courses. Now it's time to check the criteria for getting the records from both the tables. For that we will write the where clause, where CNAME should be system design. So CNAME equals to system design. We got this query. Hope you understood the explanation. If you are using equi-join, using equal to operator, write the common column from both the tables. Now it's time to check out the OR part of the question number 4th. We need to display the Cartesian product of these two tables. Hope you remember when we discussed join, cross join gives the Cartesian product. Keep this slide of joins in mind. If you want Cartesian product, we can use cross join. How to write the query? Let me show you this slide once again. We have already discussed this in the previous video. For Cartesian product, we use the cross join, and this is how the query will look like. Select star from first table, cross join second table. But we need not mention the cross join. We can directly write the name of both the tables. It will ultimately take the Cartesian product. Select star from first table name followed by second table name. Now this is so simple, isn't it? Tell me how we will be writing the query. Select star from faculty, comma, courses. So this is how our query will look like. Hope you understood this explanation too. In this way, we solve MySQL questions for 20 marks. Hope you found this video helpful. If so, please share it with your friends. Let's prepare together so that you will not miss a single mark in the exam. So with that, let's wrap today's video. In the next video, we will revise computer networks. So until next time, stay confident, study hard. I will see you in the next video.